Hello and welcome back to KNF Design. If you're new here, my name is Katie and I try to bring a wide variety of different craft projects to you. If you ever have a craft project you would like me to show you how to make or just want to see me try to make it, let me know down below and I'll try my best to bring that to you. If you like today's craft project, make sure to hit those thumbs up. It really does mean a lot to me and it helps bring my crafting videos to more crafters like you. Don't forget to also hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. That way you don't miss out on any of our crafting fun. So with that, let's get crafting. Today I'm going to be working with some Sculpey air dry clay. You could use, this is the no bake kind, but you could use polymer clay, which is the one that you bake if you wanted to. I really liked how this ghost turned out, and I even made a little hat for him. I will try to remember to link the video of me making him down below, but he is adorable and I think you guys all liked him too. I used foil to make his shape and I mean, it's a little rough on the inside, but no one sees it, it's fine. But I thought it'd be cute to give him a little cat ghost buddy, so I thought I saw this, I had this little wood cat and I think that'll be a perfect shape to make a little ghost cat to go with him. And then I have a little tree that for different holidays I've hung stuff. You might have seen it in some of my posts. So I thought, how cute would it be to make more of these ghosts and hang them like little ornaments on that tree? I got the idea because I've been seeing people do little clay ghost earrings. And so you could make them as big or little as you want. I think I'm going to do it just on the tree. But who knows, maybe I'll make a pair of earrings for myself too. To hang them, I am going to use these little hook pieces and put them through, and then that way we have something to put the string through. So we'll put it like right through the head and it'll come up and then I'll string it that way. I am going to make maybe some bows for some of them. I might add some glitter to like the bottom of some of the ghosts. I thought that would be fun. And I've seen people do like flowers on them. That's a really pretty style, so I might try that. Just a wide variety of different things we'll try. So we'll make a bunch of fun ghosts and see which ones we like. So like I said, you could use the aluminum foil to help shape them. You could use some wood circles, and I'm probably going to put my ghost on like some just wood skewers. That pack came, I think, from Dollar Tree a long time ago. And you could glue these to these and then use that to hang your ghost as they dry. This guy, since I wanted him to sit, I just left him on the desk. I might also use this, which is this easy shape, never hardening clay. Believe me, it does not harden ever. Didn't know that was a thing. Apparently we played with it as kids and my mom was cleaning out her garage and found it and knew I did art stuff, so she gave it to me. And look, this bag wasn't even closed. I have no idea how old this stuff is, but it's still wet. So I might use that to make some shapes for them. And then I might just stick them on some foam to, as if I'd use the sticks. Or I might just leave them like this guy I did. So we'll see. First, I want to do the bows first because I do want to paint it and hopefully get it attached before I finish my ghosts. Because, so like this one, I just painted on the face after it dried. The bow, I want I think it'll be easier to attach it while the ghost is still wet and then let it all dry together. Another thing with the ghosts, I might just paint the faces on. Another technique you could do is to cut out the face, like the eyes and mouth, maybe with like a knife or a little paintbrush, poke it through. That technique's good if you want to put like a tea light in it and let it shine. These guys are just gonna go on the tree and they'll be smaller, so I don't think I'm gonna do that. I think I'll probably just paint the faces on after, so I don't have to one less thing to worry about why I'm doing this. But that's also an option. So let's do the bow first. So for this, I like this bow, so I'm just going to squish that clay in there and it'll start taking the shape. Now, normally I would let it dry, but since we want to add it to our ghosts before they're dry, I'm just going to punch it out without trying to damage it. If I do, I can always just redo it. I think that looks pretty good. We'll paint that. And I might do another bow in case I mess one up, or maybe I just want two bows on two different ghosts because I think these will be kind of cute. I'm just going to do this pink polish. So we have our little bows over here drying. The dabbing motion versus a brushing works best. If you brush too hard, you might smudge out some of that detail, so just be careful with that. I went ahead and used that never hardening clay and just rolled out some round balls. You don't have to be exact, it's just to help hold our shape. I think I'm gonna do 2 of them with each one a different glitter and the bows. And then this one might have some flower design on it. And then these 2, I think I am gonna try to do earrings. We'll see if those are too big, I might need to be smaller. I like small earrings, so we'll see. Lots of ghosts to do, so let's get to it. I am going to roll out my air dry clay, and I think that might be a good circle. I'm just gonna use that to cut out my circles and then drape it over my pieces, and we'll go from there. For the earrings, I might do like the bottom of that to make it smaller. So just find random things around your house. Like for this one, I might need to use an Exacto knife to cut around. It's just to get us a round shape to kind of get us going. Oh, I did lay down paper to make sure to protect my work surface. And then these are just stir sticks. And yeah, my husband had taped these, so it'll also help not get any whatever that is on it, or clay on these so you can use them again. I don't have a good rolling pin, so I'm just using this handle thing that it works. And this will help with these laid down. It kind of makes it it tells me how thick my clay is going to be, which is only going to be as thick as that there because it can't go past that. And it helps make your clay that you're rolling out even. I forgot to mention, always close your air dry clay so it doesn't harden as you're working on another piece. And don't let me forget to add these to our ghosts. So to help with these edges, just dip your finger in a little bit of water, and you can help kind of smooth them out. It's also good if there's like fingerprints. You can do that to get some of those fingerprints out as well. So my clay is all dry, so in my video kind of messed up there. I just made a couple more ghosts with adding the glitter at the end like you saw. So this guy, I did have the foil in. I recommend taking out any extra pieces that you might have had to keep their shape before they fully dry. Otherwise, they get stuck like this one did here. I'm going to show you how to cover them so they stay all nice. I used polyacrylic for this ghost and he lasted several years. Make sure you do the inside as well. But for these guys, I think I'm just going to do a Mod Podge here. Oh, his hat won't stay. I'm doing a glossy. There is also a matte Mod Podge, but I like gloss. So I'm going to do that one. Now for my faces, like I said, I'm just going to paint them on like I did this ghost. I think this one I'll just do some eyes. This one here, I wish I did the bow on this side where there's more surface area, but that's all right. We'll make it work. Yeah, so let's just paint on the eyes. I might use either the tip of the paintbrush to help get those eyes nice or the brush itself if it's a small one.
Now that those have eyes, I'm going to do these two little earring ghosts with the tissue paper flower, and then these dried flower packs I'm going to apply to my bigger ghost, both with the Mod Podge. But first I'm just going to bend my little wire so it doesn't slide through. So I'm just making a little loop at the end here. And then, okay, I don't think that looks too bad. You could put like a flower or something or the bow there to help cover up the wire, but I think that's fine. Now I'll bend the other one, and I'll try to bend it so that there's just about the same amount sticking out as the other one, so one doesn't dangle lower than the other. So for these guys, I just cut the tissue paper down to size and kind of folded it over my ghost here to see how it would lay, what flowers I might want to be more visible than others. And then we will apply our Mod Podge to make it stick here. When applying the Mod Podge, make sure we first do the outside and that inside because we don't want the inside to get wet and ruined either. So we got to protect that inside and really get into all those little grooves as well and the edges. And then we'll do the layer of Mod Podge around the outside for the tissue paper. This is going to be a little messy and it'll probably get on your fingers, but that's okay because it's just glue and it can easily be cleaned up. Alright, and then I already made a little hole for a little clip to go through. So then I'm just going to carefully rub the design, the tissue paper, onto a ghost and try to get into all those little grooves. There's going to be some extra hangover, that's okay. This really big piece will end up cutting with scissors. But then if there's any like overlap with this, just apply a little extra Mod Podge, and then it'll be rubbed down. So there will be a little bit of overlap just to help get into all those grooves. And then the smaller extra hanging off, I will just end up tucking underneath, which will give it a nice clean finish so there's no rough edge at the end. So it's okay if you do not cut this nice and even because it just will get tucked underneath here. And don't forget to apply another coat of Mod Podge over top the tissue paper to help protect it. And now I'll take my scissors again, not being real nice and neat with the cut because it's just going to get tucked underneath here. So we'll get some more Mod Podge on there. And the trick is just to be careful so you don't tear your tissue paper, to apply plenty of Mod Podge, and to just get everything nice and smooth. And this does dry clear, so don't worry about that either. Alright, I think that's looking pretty good, and then we will work on the other one. I probably should have put something together so I could hang him for him to dry because the bottom is also wet, but that's alright. I can use that plastic lid over here. If you do it with the paper, it'll kind of tear the paper as it dries because it'll glue to the paper, but this plastic lid should be okay. So on to our second one. Now for a dried flower ghost, I was kind of struggling on what colors to go with, but so I kind of recommend laying out your flower patterns first so you can decide what you want to do. I'm actually going to do his face first just so I don't put any flowers in that area. And that way I can also help me lay out what flowers I want to put where. But again, we're just going to put those flowers on with the Mod Podge. Make sure your flowers aren't too thick. Some of these get a little bulky, and so then they won't stick as well with the Mod Podge, so the thinner flowers do tend to work better. I really like how these earrings turned out, and the insides are all done. They're pretty lightweight, so I think they'll be good on the ears, and just make sure you rotate the clasp so it faces the right way. Next, we have a glitter with that Mod Podge. That glitter doesn't come off at all, which is fantastic. No one likes glitter coming off. And then this one's probably my husband's favorite, he said. I think it's my least favorite, but they're all super cute. It's just if I had to pick. And then there is the other glitter one. I really like this like glitter at the bottom. I love that little touch with the bows. So I think either the glitter ones or the earrings are my favorite. Depends on my mood, I guess. Now I just need to put some string on them and I will hang them on the tree. But really, I think they look similar to the polyacrylic, even though it's just the Mod Podge. So I'm going to go hang these on the tree, and I hope you had fun crafting with me. And until next time, bye for now.